Sorry. So what I was talking about, I'm going to add this to that previous video because I had to restart the phone. I'm going to go around a bit, but we're just going to walk down to that field and I'll continue the conversation. So what she's doing is she's actually it's unbelievable. Lucy is actually agreeing with these radical feminists that it's 1% they're saying of, so it's like 1% of dangerous males, men or whatever that is, dressed in dresses or whatever that is, and invading safe spaces, and that's what's caused this whole thing. That's not what's caused it. You know, I'm actually I've unfriended her a few times over the years, and I've never met her, and I either think she's quite thick or extremely selfish, because then she went on to say how she wasn't bothered about it, and basically what she's really saying, and this is what a lot of these transgenders do, the transgender women, that's male to female, for clarity, that's what I'm calling them. If you want to call them someone else, it's up to you, but that's what I'm calling them here, and that's what I call them. So from male to female, so it's trans women. So what they then do is they will, and this is what she's doing, I don't know if she knows she's doing it, she then says, I pass, so I'm not going to have any problems. So basically what that means is she's going to go in a female toilet, she looks totally female, everybody's going to be happy with her, because she's had all these operations, she's had facial feminization, she's had boob jobs, she's had her buttocks done, her teeth done, she's had a whole load of procedures, and all this gets put on the internet, you know. But at the end of the day, that's up to you. If you want to do that, it's nothing to do with me, you know. So she's done all these things, and now she's I just thought it was an appalling attitude that she's got, that she's actually chucking all the rest of us under the bus, you know. And she can't see, she either is too thick to see that this is a culture war, a sideways culture war between radical feminists and trans activists. That's what it is. It's not about, I mean, the percentages of male rapists wearing a dress going into a women's safe space. I mean, so she came up with one which was Isla Bryson. I noticed she couldn't even spell her name properly. Yeah. But that was one person that was convicted of rape. Bearing in mind, Alex Salmond was accused of a similar offence, and I would say that he's got more money than Isla Bryson, right? But that's a whole other, that's a whole other thing. We don't want to get into that. We're talking about the dangers of men and women getting together for sex. If you're not, oh God, even if you're married, it's still dangerous, right? That is something where it's really risky, right? So, especially if you've been drinking, whatever. So anyway, this one person, do you see saying that's 1%? It's 1%. She's not good at statistics, is she? So there's one person that wasn't convicted in a safe space anyway, right? She was convicted of rape or something, or whatever thing. And I don't really know that much about the ins and outs. Maybe we should have a look at that and try and find out a bit more about that. Well, that'll be hidden probably. You won't be able to get that information. So she's chucking us under the bus. I'm alright, fuck you. And she's actually agreeing. That's what she's doing. I don't care if she listens. She won't listen to this video. I would doubt it. You don't know. But I would say you're being extremely... Lucy, if you're watching this, you are wrong. And you're being extremely self-centered. You know? Oh yeah, look at that. It's a duck. Quack. Quack. At least my zoom function's working. Hello, Ducky, standing in the bannock burn. Standing, looking for dinner or something, something to come along, some food, probably. Oh aye. Cat. We could actually eat that, couldn't we? Look at all that thing. Stop it. It's a duck, for God's sake. There's children about. Alright. Oh aye. Look. Oh aye, this is nice. Stand up in the rock. Quack quack. Is anybody getting bored of this? I'm not. This is the nature edition. Right. So we've got to keep going. Bye ducky wucky. Right. So it's, people just think, right, so people just think about themselves, don't they? You know, it's extremely, she's got all these friends, like, you know, it's like friends. I think, oh, I'm going to block this idiot. Why would I want to even, why am I watching this shit? So I've got to ask myself, why am I watching her story and her videos and everything, pictures and everything? It's voyeurism, isn't it? It's not healthy really, is it? But is that maybe explains the whole of the internet? Oh aye. We've got somebody up there, parked up. Well, my plan is, and I'm not going to change my plan for anyone, is to oh, they're away. They must have known I was here. Right, it's voyeurism, isn't it? So she can carry on with her transition. That's what it is. I think the buttock job was something else. Wow, I mean that's actually quite a dangerous thing. The buttock job. So she's posting all this stuff since this ruling, and it's really negative and it's not helping anyone. She's got these other sort of trans people, trans women mostly, friends with her. There's occasional male, and it just gets quite volatile. There's a guy there, this bisexual guy, a solicitor, John Justice or something. And he was just a twat. I mean, why? That's the thing about not vetting. Or it depends what you're on Facebook for, doesn't it? It depends what you're doing. Is it? That's the definition of it. Is it your personal page for friends, or is it voyeurism? Is it for everybody to look at your tits? If it is, well, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but you need to understand that that's what you're doing and be honest about it. So the whole thing is going to carry on as normal. The other point I'd like to make is, like, if you believe that you're a woman, why does it matter if some, you know, court ruling says you're not? If you believe that, then carry on believing it. But, well, I mean, the thing is, they're bringing toilets into the PD hook. Is it PJ? PD. They're bringing toilets into it and everything and all, so that's how it's like saying, well, what's it got to do with me or you or anyone? Well, I could get hassle for this. I more than likely will, but what I do in toilets is I don't speak to anyone. And anyone wants to hassle on me, they won't be getting away with it for much. I just avoid them, ignore them, is what I do. Right, so we've made it here. That's the nature thing over in the blog, the daily blog. So we've covered definition of a woman. Well, we haven't really covered it, but... And what else did we cover? Well, in the previous video it was net zero's a scam, and the battery storage facility fire in Kilwinning proves it's a scam. Right, thanks for watching this video. I'm going to start another one. Bye! What I do is I'll put all the videos on individually, then I piece them all together. You know, some people like it that way, or you just never really know. The other thing I'm doing is putting more and more shorts on the same video, and I've noticed that if one of them's sort of relatively successful, you can put it on several times. This is what happened with the push bike one on the earth with the Volkswagen Golf. I put it on every day for a week and got thousands of views, so you know, you can actually stretch more and more out of it. I suppose it's about being seen, understanding it, which I'm not claiming to understand YouTube and how it works. But I'm away now. Bye.